guys. Denise is lazy came out in Homestead. Well, have you guys ever just had the greatest plans about doing something on your homestead, but you were kind of in a hurry and you thought, well, overnight's not going to make a difference. Well, guess what? It does. If you if your gut instinct tells you not to do it, think about it. So what happened with us was the other day, Willis had to go back to work because he's a trucker and he's only here 34 hours on a weekend. So we got this whole area here, as you can see. All these are tomato cages, not tomatoes in them. And he had this tilled up. We put the mushroom compost in here and dug holes, and we planted 38 cabbages, and I think it was 12 broccoli that we had grown in the greenhouse. And I said, well, the chickens are still out. We have 3 chickens that are still out. I've been putting them up, putting them down in the new run that he built for spring and summer. Well, we have our harvest, our growing season and harvest, and then fall and winter we let them free range because they will just decimate everything. So anyway, well, I said, well, let's put the tomato cages around it. I said, okay. Well, last year when I did that, and I just did regular tomato cages like so, we built these. The rabbits got in them. So I had a few that I had like this that had some netting around there. And so what happened was I got up the next morning, I came out here, and every one of the plants, except for the ones that had the tomato cages with the netting, had been eaten down to the ground or completely gone. So between the chickens and the rabbits and whatever else came out here to munch on at night, I guess we really left them a real treat. So what I did today was I went and I got all the netting, all this, let's see if you can see it, black netting that we have right here. And I went ahead and I used that, and I used those plastic poles that you can put in the ground. They're real easy for me to use. I think they're supposed to be for electric fence wire, but they work real good with this netting. So I went ahead and I put it all the way around here. And now I've got the job of getting all these tomato cages out and seeing what we've got left and planning what I've got left in the greenhouse. Oh gosh, I was so upset. But at least we still do have a lot of cabbage and broccoli. And I planted some more seeds, so hopefully they'll come up. It's just April, so maybe by mid-May they'll be ready to be put in here again too. So anyway, listen to your gut instinct. So here I go, fixing this up. Boy, I was really upset. But I'm just going to go ahead and throw these over into the grass. See what I've got. It looks, some of these may come back. Let me see if you can see what I'm talking about. Like right here. Now that is a broccoli. That may make it. And everything that I had put straw on top of, or hay on top of rather, because we did have a frost advisory the other day, they may have made it. But you can see over here, the ones that had the cages around them, and I should have came out here. It was late when he left. He had to go to work at 7 o'clock that night. It was getting dark, and I should have said, worked in the dark and put that around here. I'll always listen to myself again. But you can see these are cabbages, and they're gonna make it. So nothing can get in here. So my goodness. So that was my lesson learned for sure. And I knew better. That was the thing. But hey, we always all get in a hurry. We all think, well, maybe tomorrow it'll be better. So let's go in the greenhouse and see what's happening there on a happier note anyway. Okay, so here we are in the greenhouse, and this is what's left of the cabbage and broccoli. I've got some peppers down here. They're doing really good. These are rainbow ball pepper mix. That's all different colors of a bell pepper. We love them. So we got all these. I just watered them before I turned the camera on, because I had to take care of some business this morning. And over here are, let me see if I can get this down here. You can see I've got my fan on. There are all of our tomato plants. And this is how I grow tomatoes. Now, I've showed this on different videos, but I grow them. There's some leaves in here. I just grow them in a bucket or a pot all together. And then if I were going to sell them, I'd be transplanting them right now into individual pots. But since these are all for us and family members, and I'm not selling this year due to health issues, we're just going to leave them in here. And when they want them, we'll just gather them up, put them in pots at that time. So I'm pretty excited about how these look. And over here, this is the yellow star tomato. That's something new, yellow. We were really crazy about, we had tried, let's see, Dr. White's yellow. We were really crazy about the flavor. It seemed kind of bland. So we are trying this yellow star. It's supposed to be sweet. Now, I like yellow brandy wine, but they do take a long time because they are an heirloom. I don't think this yellow star is. Because I got it started late. I couldn't find seeds for yellow. This is a Cherokee Purple, my fave. As you can see, I didn't water them. So, and my greenhouse isn't as tidy as it normally is when I'm, selling. This is just kind of me in the greenhouse doing my thing. But hopefully next year we'll be up and running again. And things will be better. My health will be back on track. And I don't want to go into too much detail, but I had some pretty serious health issues I had to deal with. And thank the Lord, a lot of it is much better than it was. So anyways, I'm just going to water these. I'm going to pull some of these out of here and go plant them in the yard up there. That the rabbits and chickens, oh man, I tell you, I'm like, you knew better, Denise. So, and I know time was a factor too. And Willis, he wanted to, be part of planting, which most of the time he's not part of the planting because he's gone all the time. He does all the big heavy stuff, around here when he comes. And then I do most of the planting and harvesting and canning and stuff. As a truck driver, he misses out on a lot of our life, a lot of family events. But he tries his best. He does what he does for our family, our little family, me and him. So anyways, guys, that's it for today. I've got to go clean rabbit cages, which I know you probably don't want to watch. I do have a video on that. It's, poop. But I got to go do that. Check on my chicks. And I will see you next time on Lazy K Mountain Homestead. You have a great day. Bye. Happy gardening.